Just give me a second, guys. Bear with me. I'm behind schedule. Still not quite finished my morning writing. Usually I am by this point. We have Tandra. Do we have Jace? We have the amazing Amanda. Hello, my friends. Jace says, greetings. Greetings, my friend. How are you? Tandra Support says, hey, Yogi. Hey, Tandra. And the amazing Amanda. Amanda, how are you? You doing a live too? When are you doing the live? Hey, Bulk, how are you? That's so awesome to hear. So, guys, when you hear Amanda say she's doing a live, please know that you guys helped with that. You know, it was your kindness that helped make that happen. So that was awesome news. Just give me a second. Hey, Ash. Ash, how are you? Always great to see you. Bulk, nice to see you too, my friend. Ash says, Yogi. Hey, Jamie. Tandra says, how are you, Yogi? I'm doing pretty good. I got a new kettlebell to test drive today. I got the, I've long had an 18 kilogram. Now I have another 18 kilogram, so I can do my double stuff. Back when I was younger, a young man of 50, a young man of 51, back when I was Jace's age, I didn't really believe in incremental weight. The classic kettlebell sport weights were 16 kilograms, the 24 kilograms, and the 62 kilograms. Only recently have they started making weights in between for people like me who are in between. So I went ahead and got 18 kilograms. I got 20 kilograms as well. I don't know if my goal is to work up to 24 kilograms is what I used to compete with. I used to do working sets with the 32s, which is a little over 70 pounds each. Those days might be over. They probably are. That's okay. If I work up to 24 just for 5-minute sets, I'll be happy. I'll be honest with you. I'm happy right now and just doing what I'm doing. I don't take anything for granted. Anything. This is what I'm writing about this morning. A life of kindness. We often think that, we might read a book on mindfulness, being mindful. So we start being mindful of the breath. We start being mindful of the small things in life. But mindfulness means kindness. It means appreciation. It means gratitude. Can you be appreciative for a single breath that you take? Can you be appreciative for the in-breath alone? The fact that you are able to take this nourishing breath that keeps you alive, that keeps you in existence, that is gifted to you. It's not guaranteed. Everything has to be just perfect. And none of it is asked for. Not a single thing is asked for. You don't wake up in the morning and say, man, I really pray that the sun is going to be in the right position, that the moon is going to be in perfect order so that the tides come and the tides go. You don't have to ask for anything. You wake up and are gifted with existence itself and everything fine-tuned for everything to be, just as it is. So a life of mindfulness is a life of kindness, and be kind to everything. Everything, not just people. Certainly be kind to people. Everyone that comes into your life is an opportunity to be kind. Think of today. Here's the lesson for the day. Everyone that comes into your life is there to teach you patience. Every single person is there to teach you patience, including yourself. Ash says, I am all right. How about you? I'm doing good, Ash. I'm doing good. It's going to be a shortish, half an hour, tops, conversation. Imagine if you extended that little mindfulness, those little acts of, hey, Skits. Skits says, good morning, Yoster. Nice to see you, Skits. That kindness to every little detail. For me, after I talk to you guys, I'm going to make a bowl of oatmeal. Here's my practice. Can I be kind to the bowl that is holding my oatmeal? Can I be kind to the spoon? Deeply appreciative. Can I be kind to the oats, the bananas, the walnuts, the blueberries? All of it. Every little aspect that's making that's nourishing me. Can I continue that through the day? Every little act. Just noting, just being kind, little by little by little. See where you are at the end of the day. Can you be kind to everyone that comes into your live stream? Everyone that comes into someone else's live stream? It's so tempted to think this person is wrong because they're offering this to me. They're not offering what I would like. They're not offering what I would expect. It's good to say kind to me and others. Well, here's the thing, Skits. Can you be kind to yourself? Can you be deeply appreciative of the fact that you are alive and that you have an opportunity to be kind to others? Can you be kind to the smallest detail of your life? Can you be kind to your fingertips? Can you be kind to your fingernails? Every little aspect of yourself. Ash says, morning, Skits. Skits says, morning, Ash. Ash says, how can you be kind to your nails? What? Because look at them. Just look at them. They're a gift. They're growing without your involvement. I know, you always ask honest questions. You don't have to do anything for your fingernails to exist. They're a gift of extension from your fingers. They are there to protect the most sensitive part of your fingertips. Here's the greatest act of kindness, just that little gift of attention. Just looking at them. Thank you. Thank your fingernails for protecting the tip of the fingers. Thank your tongue for being able to taste something. Thank your eyelids for protecting your eyes. Thank your glasses for sitting so perfectly on your face. Everything. Every single thing. Be kind to everything. Be kind to your toaster. Everyone, I did a little toaster sermon a couple of days ago, and someone mentioned it. Someone brought it up in the live stream. How is your toaster meditation going? It's going, but I'm forgetful. Can you love your forgetfulness? Can you love the fact that you forget sometimes? Can you forgive? Forgiveness and loving is the same thing. It returns you to the present moment. Ash says, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Ash. Thank you, Ash. I always love your quotes that you offer us. So this is a practice, guys. And everyone thinks, well, it's not easy. It's not practical. Of course, it's the easiest thing in the world because you're allowed to forget. You're allowed to mess up. That's part of the practice. Can you love yourself when you mess up? Can you love every single aspect of yourself? Can you forgive the fact that you're forgetful, that sometimes you're unkind to others? Being unkind to others, being unkind to yourself is a perfect opportunity to smile and say, man, did I mess up there? And be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself. And then just keep extending that to others. Skid says, Dear Toaster, I really appreciate the job that you do. And I think you do a great job, even though I haven't used you in 4 years. Perfect. Now, give the toaster the gift of usefulness. Make some toast. Make one piece of toast. Even if you're going to crumble it up and offer it to the birds, because now you're being kind to the birds and you've been kind to the toaster. A life of kindness is just a life of continuous joy. And it's not contradictory to think that even in depression, and I've mentioned before that for most of my life I've suffered low-level depression that sometimes deepens to something more, specifically in the winter. Can I be kind? Hey, easy. Jamie says hi to Skits. It's not contradictory to find yourself depressed, to find yourself deeply sad, and having a life of joy. It's not contradictory. It's not even the flip side. It's not even the opposite. It's that sometimes this happens. But it all occurs through joy because we live in a joyful universe. Tanya says hi to Skits. Jamie says hi to Easy. How are you, Easy? Hey, don't forget, guys, if you go visit Skits' channel, you're going to get a new song just waiting there for you to listen to. Let's see. Skit says, I understand the sentiment behind being thankful for everything, Eric, brother, and I thank you for reminding me. Absolutely. Being thankful is the gift of allowing things to change. It's in recognition of the changing aspects of life that occur within the changeless mind of what I can only call God. But we could call it the universe, we could call it the Tao, we can call it Buddha consciousness or consciousness itself. That everything changes within the changeless. So, which reminds me, here is chapter 7, section 5, paragraph 11. Of Course in Miracles. Come therefore unto me, and learn the truth in you. The mind we share is shared by all our brothers. And as we see them, truly they will be healed. One mind, one consciousness, one existence, one reality. That's it. We can call it the mind of God. We could call it the Buddha mind, Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness. We could call it the Tao. Whatever you like to call it, reality itself. One mind. Let your mind shine with mine upon their minds, and by our gratitude to them, make them aware of the light in them. So be grateful for those that come into the light, into your life. Realize who they are. They share one mind with you. Sometimes people are deep in their own forgetfulness. Sometimes people are deep in their own inability at this moment to be grateful for who they are and what they do. Your job is to look past that which is changing to the changelessness within them, because it's the same changelessness within you. Find that. To see the altar of God in everyone, and by bringing it to your appreciation. He calls upon you to love God and his creation. You can appreciate the sonship only as one. This is part of the law of creation and therefore governs all. Replace the word God with whatever word you're comfortable with, if you're not comfortable with that word. Hey, Sniper. Sniper says, Grand Risings, Eric and all. Grand Risings to you, Sniper. Sending you love this morning, as every morning. Let's see. Tanya says, Yogi, I will bring you sunshine over the next week or so. Thank you so much, my friend. I was showing Soma the Namaste Mudra. Mudra is a gesture. And we often put our hands in prayer position. What we want to do is touch our fingers together, fingertips together, thumbs together, have a little bit of space, and then bring the hands together. But that space remains still there. We bring it to heart center. That's the mudra of Namaste. Let's see. Seppa says, Squirrel Legend, my friend, happy Saturday. Easy says, what does it mean to be a virtuous person, and how does one become that? It's a good question. Virtuous person would be an expression that might be used differently in different traditions. But I think it has a common theme. Virtuous in Buddhism would be likened to empathy, compassion, kindness, being true to our true nature. Be the same in yoga. Being a virtuous person, yoga is living the 5 yamas: non-harmfulness, non-stealing, non-lying, a life of surrender. One doesn't become anything easy. It's impossible for one to become something that they are not. Ask Squirrel Sniper about alchemy. Alchemy isn't creating something from something else. It is shifting one thing to another state. So there's no such thing as a non-virtuous person. There's just a person that has forgotten that they are virtuous. Our job? Just remind them to look past that which is changing to the changeless reality within them. Hey, Grumpy. Grumpy, how are you? Man, it was about a week ago. I had a lot of fun hanging out in your live stream. Guys, have you hung out in a Grumpy Sapper live stream? It's a party. It's literally a party. Grumpy Sapper is spinning tunes, having fun, spreading joy. Let's see. Sapper says, thanks, buddy. Absolutely. You're doing an important thing. You're making people smile, one person at a time. Grumpy says, that's my goal. Speaking of being kind, my cat is demanding kindness right now. Demanding some attention. And then just like that, she's done with me and walks away. Eckhart Tolle said he has known several Zen masters in his life, and all of them were cats. So, it's easy. It's so easy to get caught up in so many descriptions of what is virtuous, what isn't virtuous, how do we live a life of virtue, how do we live a life of yoga, how do we live a life of whatever. To me, it all comes down to kindness and its many expressions. That kindness is the actuality of love, and its expression can be forgiveness, its expression can be joy, its expression can be just a little acts of attention that we give to ourselves, that we give to others. Here's what I love, the introduction of A Course in Miracles. The Course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing cannot be opposite, can have no opposite. The Course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way: nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. So a life of virtue, for me, is realizing what is real and living only in accord to that. As the Course says, only love is real. Nothing real, nothing unreal exists. If I'm experiencing anything that is not love, it's part of the illusion, and my only job is to see through it, is to forgive it, is to love my way through every situation that life presents me. At a certain point, I got tired of complications, of heading in one direction and then spinning in another, of this philosophy and that philosophy, of am I meant to be a Buddhist? Am I meant to be a yogi? Am I meant to study A Course in Miracles? Am I a Taoist? Am I a alchemist? Should I study Kabbalah? Who has the truth? Who has a monopoly on truth? Should I return to my original roots, being a good old-fashioned Catholic? It's tiresome. So I simply relaxed. I said, you know what? I'm just going to be kind. I'm just going to be kind. I'm going to be deeply, deeply, deeply appreciative, and I'm going to forgive. So easily and seamlessly, I can study A Course in Miracles. Taoism sometimes comes into my life, and I'm so happy when it does. I love the psychology of Buddhism. I love the psychology of yoga. I practice yoga. I practice yoga meditation. They're not separate things. They are all means of expressing the joy of being alive. Hey, Sangha-han, how are you? Grumpy says, cats don't have personalities, they have attitudes. Varying degrees of attitude, I agree. Hey, Pokeman. Pokeman says, good morning, my friend. Good to see you. It's always good to see you, my friend. Tundra says hi to Songho and Pokeman. Poke says 45 degrees right now in Fort Lauderdale. Man, that is cold. So far expecting iguanas to fall out of the trees if it gets any colder. Be there to pick them up, bring them in, warm them up, make them a cup of tea, whatever tea iguanas like, maybe a hot bowl of soup. Yep, it might snow in New Orleans. For the first time, they said like 160 some years. It's actually finally warming up here. It might get to be 45 degrees today. Previous days, it was like 3 degrees Fahrenheit. When I woke up and went out for my walk, it would warm up the other day to like 9 degrees. I think yesterday got up to maybe 19 degrees. Jace says hello. Oh, hey, Jace. What's the plan for you today, Jace? Hey, you know what? I spent some time on the live stream with Smileface yesterday, Jace. He could not speak more highly of you and what you're doing for him. How he feels better than he has in such a long time. He's excited. He is looking forward to spending more time with you, to working more deeply with you. You're doing such important work. I hope you realize that. My cat is back, demanding more attention. Let's see. Jay says, I'm live with Smileface shortly. Awesome. I'll be on the lookout for it. I'm going to have breakfast in about 3 minutes. I'm going to go out and take my walk. I'm going to take the new kettlebells out for a test drive. This will be 18 kilograms, heaviest I've done yet. It's just going to be like 3 sets, what I call strength sets. Pokemon says, Jace, how are you, my friend? So, yeah, I would urge everyone, don't get caught up in the details of a spiritual life. Everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Just be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. When you find yourself not being kind, forgive yourself and go back to being kind. There's the entirety of your practice. If you feel called to a life of contemplation and meditation, sit down and meditate. If you feel called to a life of prayer, pray. If you want to do some qigong and some tai chi and feel the power of the Tao working through you, do some qigong. If you feel that the Kundalini energy rising within and you want to express it through some spontaneous acts of yoga asanas and some breath work, do some yoga. Life isn't complicated. The path isn't complicated because all of it is the path. In Zen, they call it the pathless path, the gateless gate. If there's a gateless gate in front of you, walk through it. If someone shows up in your life that needs to be forgiven, forgive. If there's a cat putting their claws in your leg, demanding some attention, give her some attention. If you look at your toaster this morning and you remember that our friend Skitz wrote a little thankful prayer to a toaster this morning because he wanted to make me smile, be kind to your toaster and give it a little prayer. Be kind to everything. That's the message for today. That's going to be the message for tomorrow. That is the message of my entire life. Be kind to the small things in life. Because all the little small things make up the entirety of your life. The entirety of your life is made up of the smallest of the smallest of the small. Tandra sends Jason love. Speaking of Tandra, do we have a morning update? If you feel like updating us. Daisy said that she only was going to update on Mondays because it was driving her crazy. For me, I'd like updates every day. When I was looking at my watch hour, I would look every day because it would remind me of, one, it would remind me to be appreciative of the people who were working for me, working to help me get where I wanted to be. And I had so many friends who just, some people I just met who said, I'll help. How amazing is that? So I tried to do the same thing. If I come in someone's live stream and I don't even know them and they say I need watch hours, I'm there. That happened with the cable guy who I met that day on Mayhem and Miracles just earlier in the week or last week. And I think he was only like 55 watch hours away. Our friend Weldon Carey was only 300 away. I think he might be there by now. I will help you, whoever you happens to be, because what you're doing is important to you. And if it's important to you, it's important to me. That simple. Grumpy says, I'm glad I met you, dude. Well, thank you, Grumpy. I'm glad I met you too. Guys, I hope you have the wonderful opportunity to do a live stream to share in a live stream with Grumpy Sapper. I hope you see him pop up in your notification and you see it as an invitation to a party, because it really is a party and you'll have a blast. All right, it is 5:30. We did it, guys. Half an hour. You shared a half hour with me. Thank you very much and very much appreciate it. Let's see. Sniper says, Grand Ridings. Jace. Jace says, Morning Squirrel. Hey, Jace, how soon until you and Smileface go live? What an awesome name, by the way. Channel called Smileface. "15 minutes. I should have my bowl of oatmeal right in front of me in 15 minutes, and I can sit here and spend some time with Jason Smileface. I have yet to catch a workout with Smile Face, so I'm looking forward to this. I've mentioned before, guys, I am an evangelical for Jace. He's given the great gift of well-being. Not just working out, not just motion, but true well-being. That's pretty cool. All right, Tanya says, bye, Yogi. By the way, right now I have winter sun, which is deeply appreciated. And man, look at that sky. Playing with Tundra, I've had that playing since early this morning. Since about, I guess about when I turned my computer on, about 4 o'clock in the morning. I also had the amazing Joshua up. He is done now, but he's going to be doing a live stream, I think, at 8 o'clock. Our friend Skeeter's going to be doing a live stream. They're going to talk about ice fishing. Hey, Trending is live right now. I'm going to bring her up, spend some time with Trending. All right. With that, I'm going to see everyone later. 22-13. With 5 days being held, we're at 7 something. We might even be at 6 something. We can do that in a week. We can do 600 watch hours in a week. If you guys don't mind, don't go to Tandra's support channel. Go to Tandra's actual channel. And let's give some watch hours. I'm going to see everyone later. Thanks again, guys. Sorry. Tanya says, I do check every day. I must admit, I like checking every day. I like incremental progress. You know what I mean? It doesn't drive me crazy because I know I'm getting closer and closer. Even when there were days when it didn't appear to move, that was okay because I knew it was still moving. I knew I was still heading in those directions. Right now, this very moment, the universe is conspiring for you every single need to be met. Give that some thought, guys. Take care.